Hello everybody, welcome back to the Stone House. I'm going to show you what I've been up to the last couple weeks here. I think we've made some pretty good progress. This is also a pretty important video because it also signifies that we've been working on this house now for seven full years.
I close my eyes and see all that we could be. No other dream I've had means a thing.
To get the true appreciation for what 7 years of work looks like, we've got to go back. Some of this is going to be footage that a lot of you have seen, but some new people have not. And then obviously we have videos on all this stuff if you want to go back into the history. But let's do a little bit of a couple minute breakdown here of what the 7 years has really looked like.
Years go by. We might get older, but love will grow stronger. I don't need more time to know that forever, love, you will be mine through it all, my dear. I will be yours year after year. Looking at all we've done, we've had it good. When nothing else seemed to last, our love, it stood. As the years go by, we might get older, but love will grow stronger. I don't need.
That was, of course, a quick recap of the stone side, and now this next couple minutes is going to be just on the addition side, what will be our kitchen master bedroom. We've been working on the addition for 1 full year.
As you look through seasons that have come and gone, and you wonder how we even made it this far. As you look through seasons that have come and gone, and you wonder how we even made it this far. Do you remember this time? Do you remember this time? Will you remember this time? Will you remember this time? Running at this pace, keeps the heart afraid. No matter what the change, life remains the same. As you look through seasons that have come and gone, and you wonder how we even made it this far. As you look through seasons that have come and gone, and you wonder how we even made it this far. Do you remember midst? Do you remember in the midst? Will you remember in the midst? Will you remember in the midst?
Well, that's certainly a lot of things to cover in a couple of minutes. I always enjoy going back, though, and one thing that will always shock me is how much the kids have changed over the years. Just in the last year, Lily has just changed so much. She's such a huge help with me now. And then now Ellie can finally start helping, and Jace is even getting way more involved than what he ever did before. So that's always nice. It's always nice to have the help. I think they're learning a lot.
It's not very correct, but help me get to that blue line. Yep.
Yeah. That's probably good.
A little break here, a little sponsorship break. As I told you probably a couple videos ago, Blue Eddy sent us these huge Blue Eddies. This is a AC300 it's called. We really want to do like some heavy load testing on these things because, as I said in the last video, I can hook these together and get 240 volts, which is huge. I can run my whole house on these two things. But unfortunately, I don't have the correct cord yet to where I can like sync these together. But what I do have is I do have the capabilities of running something like this huge freezer. But what we're going to do is we're going to pretend we lost power. And I don't want to lose my $2,000 in beef or $1,500 in beef, whatever it is, my cow. This is the plug. We lose power, and all you just turn it on, and you just plug it in. I mean, I wish there was more to it, because then it would seem smarter, but plug it in. The main thing that you're looking at here is that 98% is telling you that these batteries together, these batteries are at 98%. So it's about fully charged. And then, because I have it plugged in, it's drawing right there, 127 watts. We don't do math in our heads. So each one of these boxes is 3,072 watt hours. So we're going to multiply that by 2. That's 6,144 watt hours. And we're going to divide that by how many watts this is pulling, which is 126. 48 hours. Okay, so at current draw, I could run this freezer for 48 hours. These worked amazing and silent. You lose track of it down here because it's just silent. It works great. Now what I'm going to do, one by one, I'm going to charge these batteries back up because they are dead now. And we'll do some more testing soon. What I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be hooking these all together and getting like a 240 volt thing going. And hopefully we'll be testing our water pump, bigger things, furnace, actually running the house off of these. But that will be for the next video.
until then, it's definitely time to get back to the work on the house, which is the wiring. Making some good progress on that, but let's get back to that, and we'll get these charged back up for the next test. Yeah, so the camera died. I just got done editing all the footage. I charged the batteries, and you didn't really miss much. I pretty much finished the wall. There's a huge gaping hole through here, and that's where we're going to be building a built-in. Well, let me be more clear. The Amish are going to be building a built-in. I don't know if you can really see what's going on here. You can kind of tell what that might look like. It's going to go like right there. I wish it was done and I could do a camera trick and be like, oh, it's going to go like right here, and then drop it and have it be done. But yeah, we haven't ordered it yet, so that won't. Pretty big built-in. This right here is going to be like a pass-through to the pantry. Somehow have some sort of like a garage door, opening door. Lots of shelves up here. A big long shelf on the right, and then you see all the drawers and stuff on the bottom. These doors here will probably be a pass-through also to the pantry. Same with all these. But yeah, so that will go all through here. Altogether, the pantry is pretty good size. So you can see obviously where the door will end. It goes about 32 inches to the wall. Countertop will be going all through here. So from the countertop, you're just going to be able to walk right into the pantry. The pantry is big enough for a table saw. Yeah, it's pretty good size in here. Right now it's like 4.5 feet, but once you put shelves, you're gonna lose a lot of that space. And the built-in obviously will be coming in a little bit, 12 inches or so. But still, it's big, lots of space in this corner, which is nice. Obviously the fridge is gonna be, one of the fridges is gonna be back in here. Like the secondary fridge, maybe our primary fridge, we'll see. The design of the kitchen has kind of been one of those things that we've talked about and thought about for quite a while now, probably 6 months. And I'm starting to be able to see it develop, and as we get closer, we're always up for small changes and everything. We have no idea what we're going to do for countertop yet. I have a whole bunch of 4-foot by 4-foot granite tables that we got from a hotel that went out of business. They're really pretty. It's like a red and black granite. We're a little worried that the granite might clash with some other things that we are thinking about doing. So we're just, thinking about it. I do have it almost figured out what I want to do for the walls, in all exterior walls for the kitchen. I'll put a picture in the video right now because I have a picture of it. That's at a local restaurant type thing that we go to sometimes. That's real, obviously. What they have, it's old beams, you can see, and then they've got brick in between the beams. And so what I want to do is take the old beams from the other side of the house that I saved, cut them down, and put them, in here, sticking out, say 1.5 inches or so. And then I'm going to get some old bricks, and we're going to cut the bricks on my tile saw. It's going to take forever, but we're going to be able to get 2 pieces out of each brick. I'm going to cut the bricks not necessarily in half, but I'm going to make them so they're maybe 3/4 of an inch thick, kind of like a tile. And then I'm going to be doing the wood and the brick on all exterior walls. I really like the look of it. It's not going to be brick colored though, like the picture. We are going to be painting the brick white or some bright color, because you want your kitchens to be bright. You don't really want them to be dark. If you, unless you like dark kitchen, you can do whatever you want. It's your kitchen. For us, we kind of want a bright kitchen, and I think brick would be kind of hard to clean. So if we paint it with a really nice high gloss paint, it'd be much easier just to wipe down. We've done some brick stuff on the other side of the house, painted it. Looks great, super easy to clean, nice and smooth. And that's what we want to do.
My alarm's going off. I have reached my talking limit. So now let's get to what we're gonna do. All the footage you just watched was from last week. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna start some wiring. That's exciting. I've got some recessed lighting. We've used these things before. These are for, new construction purposes. I really like these things. They're adjustable. They can take a normal light bulb or the LEDs. They are airtight, bug-proof. They're good for wet places, so I can put one of these right in the shower if I want to. Really easy to wire up. They're all ready to go. So where I've changed my mind is I was going to run a 100 amp sub panel box from my main panel all the way over to the other side of the house, which is, through this door. And I was going to do that for a lot of reasons. One main reason is it's easier in the sense that once you run the big wire all the way over to the sub panel box, then all my other stuff over there on the other side of the house wires to my new sub panel box. That is a lot easier. It's also, as I just found out, a lot more expensive because the wire is crazy, like crazy. $7-8 per foot, and I gotta buy like 50 feet of it to be able to get through and down and around to where the sub panel box would have to go, or where at least I want to put it. And so it just kind of turns out that it's like neutral for me now just to wire everything to our main panel box versus a sub panel box. So, well, not neutral. It's actually more expensive to do the sub panel box. Not a lot. I've done the math. I'm not going to share it all. It's just, this is what we've decided now is I have a lot of open spots in my main panel box. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 open spots. And then, some of these that are actually taken are all temporary circuits. So I probably have 20 or 21 open spots. I just can't justify not using it. That's brand new. We did it. We had it done. So what I'm going to do now is I've got this box up here, and I'm going to be having my circuits start from the side of this box, going up this piece of wood, which we're going to paint gray, have the wires come up through here, and then they're going to turn and go through this and into the crawl space. Now I've really reached the limit of talking. You might only see 3 or 5 minutes of that talking. I've talked for 30 minutes. So, I gotta go charge my batteries, and then we'll get working upstairs. I'm gonna get Sarah helping me to know like where we should put these lights, and then we will hopefully have some lights in a couple hours. I don't think it's gonna take that long. Famous last words. So I got these 2 big windows here, and I was thinking, okay, I need a light obviously somewhere. And I'm like, man, if I put a light here or here, I mean, that's gonna look really bad. Can't really put lights on the slants. So right here is gonna be a light, center to this window. lights are done for the master bedroom. I ran one line from the basement up here. It's a 14 gauge wire just for lights, some LED lights. And that's all it's going to be. Oh, and it's going to be a fan. We are going to put a fan right there. I don't own a fan yet, but it's going to go right there. And then today I ran another wire up, nothing to see really, I just ran one wire. But it's going to be a 12 gauge wire. And what that's going to go to is one of these, a GFCI receptacle. That's the kind that you put in like wet areas. Bathrooms have to have them. Kitchens have to. This is why I don't like to show a lot of electrical stuff, because someone's going to be like, no, you don't. Well, you do. See, the thing is with wiring and stuff, and like, it could just be different from state to state, county to county, country to country. So it just gets a little sketchy when you're doing wiring on YouTube. I've contacted the code officer. Well, the code officer doesn't care about wiring too much. It's the electrical inspector, right? So I have to get this inspected, and then once I do, then the code officer's happy. That's. Oh, some of you too might question with the light stuff. We wanted to break up the main lights to these dormer lights, because if we don't want a lot of light in our bedroom, then we can do this, and it's just a little bit of light. That's kind of nice. But if you want a whole bunch of light, well then you can have a whole bunch of lights. And I'm sure there's a way that I could do a 4-way switch or something, and this could control like all of them. I don't get into that jazz. I'm okay with walking 5 feet and just hitting an extra light switch. That's fine to me. And they are in an order to where if you're in the bedroom and you're leaving and you want to shut the lights off, you just know, okay, gotta shut this off. I'm gonna shut this off. And I'm gonna leave. And when you come in the bedroom, you're like, well, I don't need a lot of light. You're gonna miss the main light, and you're gonna hit this light. Okay, got a little bit of light, cool. Or if you're like, no, I want a whole bunch of light. Well, then you can do this. Oh, I want more light than that. Well, then you can do this. Now I've overstayed my welcome, and I'm gonna end the video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Oh, if I don't see you again before Christmas, I hope you all have a good Christmas with your families and everything. I hope you get everything that you deserve for Christmas. Sounded a little weird, but you know what I'm trying to say. Bye.